For the first problem, we'll decide whether it's a permutation or a combination. The first question, we have first, second, and third place in a race of 5 people. In this case, the order would matter. First place would be different than second place, which is different than third place. If order matters, that would be a permutation. For the second question, choosing 2 toppings to go on a pizza. In this case, the order does not matter for toppings. If we choose pepperoni then sausage, it's the same thing as choosing sausage then pepperoni. In this case, it would be a combination because the order does not matter. Our first problem for this section is permutation 8, 2. Again, 8 would be equal to n and 2 would be equal to r. Plugging them into the equation, we would have 8 factorial divided by n minus r, which is 8 minus 2 factorial. 8 factorial would stay the same. 8 minus 2 would be 6 factorial. Factorials, again, are that number times itself, everything down to 1. So in this case, 8 factorial would be 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 6 factorial would be 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. One way to solve this would be to multiply all the numbers and then divide. A nice easy shortcut is if we have 6 times 1 on the bottom, 6 all the way down to 1 on top, each of these would cross cancel and we'd be left with 8 times 7, which would be 56. So permutation 8, 2 is equal to 56. First problem we'll solve is combination 8, 4. Again, 8 would be what n is, and 4 is what r is equal to. In this case, we'll have 8 factorial. N minus r would be 8 minus 4, which would be 4 factorial. And we also have r factorial, which is 4, so we have another 4 factorial in the denominator. Writing this out, 8 factorial would be 8 times 7 times 6 all the way down to 1. 4 factorial would be 4, 3, 2, 1. And another 4 factorial would be 4, 3, 2, 1 again. Again, one shortcut on this, the 4, 3, 2, 1 in the denominator and numerator, you can cancel out. From here again, we could multiply straight across and divide out to get our answer. One other shortcut is we can cross cancel or simplify. 8 divided by 4 would be 2. And the 2 we can cancel. 6 divided by 3 would be 2. And we're just left with a 1 in the denominator, which we can ignore. So we'd have 7 times 2 times 5, which would be 70. Last question for the section is selecting 2 of 8 employees to attend a business seminar. This would be a combination again. Because of the order we select the employee does not matter. As long as it's the same 2 employees, switching their order, they'd both be going to the seminar. So in this case, it would be a combination. Our total is 8 employees, and we're selecting 2 employees. So combination 8, 2. In this case, it would be 8 factorial in the numerator. 8 minus 2 would be 6 factorial in the denominator. And combinations have the extra factorial of 2 factorial. 8 factorial again, be 8 times 7 times 6, all the way down to 1. 6 factorial would be 6 times 5 times 4, down to 1, and 2 times 1. Again, simplifying this, 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, we can cancel those. And if we want to simplify even further, 8 divided by 2 would be 4. The 1 again in our denominator we can cancel out or ignore, and we're left with 4 times 7, which is 28. So in this case, if we have 8 employees and we want to select 2 of them, there's 28 different ways to select those 2 employees.